Before we get to our video, which is about Squeegee vandals in Baltimore and how they are going to get their money, let's do a quick update here. I've been in Facebook jail for basically 4 out of the last 4 months. So if you see I'm not posting on Facebook, it's because I'm in Facebook jail. That means I can see everything on Facebook, but I can't reply to anything. I can't reply to your posts. If you tag me, I can't come in and say, hey, thanks for tagging me. If you send me a message, I can't reply to that. I can't do anything on Facebook. A few months ago, one of my buddies was coming through Wilmington, and he said, hey, Colin, I'm going to be at your train station. He didn't leave me his phone number. I went down to the train station, a buddy from Cleveland. I went down to the train station and kind of hung around for like 2 hours, hoping I could see him coming off the station because I couldn't talk to him on Facebook. So if you've been sending me messages for the last 3 months or tagging me and I'm not tagging back, I can't. Facebook won't let me. So keep doing that, because I at least try to, if you mention my name or tag me, I at least try to acknowledge that. I mean, Facebook is what it is. I mean, they're really cranking down on us. But if we can use it to get out our message, I'm willing to put up with this kind of inconvenience, because what we're doing is just too important. We're exposing the greatest lie of our generation, the hoax of black victimization. And just because you're kicking us off Facebook, that doesn't mean we're not making videos. I post every day. I post over at minds.com/Colin Flaherty. I post on Twitter at Colin Flaherty. There's a lot of people taking my videos now and putting them up on YouTube. Easy to find over there. People put my videos out on BitChute. And so we're posting videos every day. If you can't find them on Facebook, that's because somebody kicked me off for some reason that we don't even know about. So go find them at minds.com. Come over to Twitter. Come over to YouTube. Find me over there. But here's the most important thing you can do if you want to stay in touch with how we document the greatest lie of our generation. Go over to colinflaherty.com and sign up for my email. Just put your name in a little box. Boom. Done. So no matter if we get kicked off here or there or everywhere, you'll know firsthand. I mean, we got kicked off of Patreon about a year ago. I mean, I don't know. We got kicked off way before everybody else. And I still get emails going, hey, Colin, I like your work. Oh, I'm still supporting you on Patreon. I don't think the person's lying. I just think, if you give somebody 10 or 20 bucks a month, sometimes that'll go under your radar screen. And so some people don't even know we're not on Patreon anymore. So stick with me on email, because I keep people well informed what's going on up there with our new coffee cups, our new way of contributing on PayPal, and how to help and things like that, because we're not going to let these clowns stop us. We're not going to let these clowns silence us, you or me, when we tell the truth about this ridiculous level of black violence and criminality, and how so many people are in denial, deceit, and delusion about it. So many reporters, so many public officials. And that's why the story from Baltimore is so interesting. Now, let's get back to the essence of what we do around here. I mean, as our good friend True to Roof likes to remind everybody, the good thing about these videos is almost all the stories we do here, I mean, I wouldn't believe most of them if I didn't see the video. And so there's no denying these stories. I mean, it's like I showed the video and I said, this is happening. It's so unbelievable. That's why the video is so powerful. I mean, for example, if I told you down in Miami, a person was burglarizing a woman's house. She came home, caught the burglar, and shot him dead. The burglar's family, a fella, his family came out and said, you didn't have to shoot him because he needed to burglarize your house, because you don't understand. How is he going to get his money? If I told you that, would you believe that? I mean, really, would you 100% believe it without seeing it on the news? I wouldn't 10% believe it. But here it is.
You have to understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood. How he gonna get his money to have clothes to go to school?
Now let's head up to Baltimore, where basically the same thing happened on Christmas Eve. The headline says, police arrest 2 Squeegee kids for allegedly throwing rocks at driver. Now, Squeegee kids, remember Rudy Giuliani got rid of these in New York, and it turned out to be a really good thing for reducing crime. When you stop at a stoplight, all of a sudden a bunch of fellas surround your car and they squeegee off your window then put their hand out and demand money. They don't ask for it, they demand it. And if you don't pay, they'll either dump a bunch of stuff on your car window or they will assault you. This is happening in Baltimore every day. So last night they caught a couple of the fellas, who assaulted a woman, sprayed Windex in her face, threw rocks at her car. And so that's happened. I mean, in Baltimore, that's a thing now. That's what people are doing that's what the Squeegee kids are doing. And they've done stories down there. But check out this part of the story. So they go down and they describe what happened, blah, blah, blah. Now let's have the Baltimore Sun come in and explain it all to us. The city's Squeegee kids wash windshields at intersection in exchange for tips. Yeah, that's called extortion. Sorry. The practice has stirred heated debates in Baltimore, with leaders questioning how to support the window washing children and address the factors that drive them to busy intersections in the first place. Wow. I'd like to say the Baltimore Sun is making that up, but it's true. The mayor wants to know, then the kids want to know, how are we going to get our money if we cannot stop, harass, vandalize, and assault drivers, mostly white people, lot of white people in Baltimore? How? How is that going to happen? And no one steps up and says, yeah, can't I just drive through Baltimore? Can't I live in Baltimore without the constant threat of black violence and criminality? Is that even a remote possibility? We talked about that in Don't Make the Black Kids Angry, where a woman wrote a story called Baltimore, You're Breaking My Heart. She wrote this story about this kind of white urban pioneer moving into a gentrified neighborhood. She thought it was going to be goodness, sweetness, and light. And she said, yeah, it's pretty nice, but man, there's a lot of crime around here. And she didn't even mention the race thing. She just said, yeah, it's a lot of crime. She tried to ignore that who was responsible for the crime and who were the victims of the crime. The next day, Baltimore erupted. All the black intellectuals of Baltimore, from the magazines to NPR, they started writing and tweeting and Facebooking and posting on their blogs, saying anybody who lives in Baltimore and has an expectation of safety in Baltimore, that's just one more example of white privilege, because, hey, black people aren't safe in Baltimore. Why should you be safe in Baltimore just because you are white?
Please, sir, I want some more.
That's how they roll down there. And anybody who challenges this idiocracy kind of thinking, well, they better be ready, because they're going to make the black kids angry.